Hey guys, how we doing? Come on in. Come on in here. Welcome to our Monday Night Live. Welcome to our Monday Night Live. I'm getting emails from you guys saying that you're trying to join in and it's telling you that you can't come in. So I'm going to send an email. Welcome to our Monday Night Live. It's your girl, Sherri Summer Bell. Come on in here. Come on in here. We're on the live. Let me see if I can send the link out again. Send the link out again. How we doing? Happy Monday. Give me a 1 in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me. I'm also going to go to my Facebook group to make sure that you can hear me there as well. I'm going to go. Okay, good. I found myself like in 2 seconds. Okay, normally that don't happen, y'all. Normally that doesn't happen. So I'm just checking to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay, good. Good. There you go. Thank you, Alyssa. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, love? Okay, so we're good. Hey, Nikki, how are you doing? Okay, so the link worked. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened because the link worked. So everything is good there. Why is it so dark in here? Let me see if I can turn some lights on. Give me a second, y'all. Mm, put some lights on. That's better. I think that's better. You should be able to see me. Um, you should be able to see me. Yeah, I had to turn some lights on, y'all. It was kind of dark up in here. It still seemed kind of dark to me, though. Let me turn the light. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see lights. Let me see if that helps a bit. Oh, I know why. Because my other light is not on. Ooh, I'm doing too much, y'all. All right. I think that should be better. Hi, Dolores. Hi. Nikki says my entire light went out when I went live. Post it anyway. Post it anyway, Queen. Post it anyway. Post it anyway. Listen, y'all are coming for me when I say ain't no coupon that's gonna make y'all $1 million. She's like, I love it. I love it. Ain't no coupon. And I meant it. I meant what I said. I meant what I said. So come on in here. Let me see. I want to send back. Uh, okay. I want to send a link to go to our Facebook group. It's just, yeah, I can't do two things at the same time. So I'm sorry. I have to, um, I think it's in sales and finance. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have Angel take care of this part. Because Dominique, I am literally type print. Oh, I know why you can't get it because your email is not responding back. Okay, Dominique, that was for you. I just sent you. Just sent us a. You sent my team a email saying that something went wrong with the link. So I would just responding back to you. Anyways, this is why I love y'all, my community. See how much I love my community. I stop my live to make sure that my community is got what they need. This is how much love I have for y'all. I would stop my live to make sure that you have what you need. Listen, we are just coming off our virtual selling 7-figure freedom blueprint. Shout out to everyone that came to our amazing masterclass. If you were there, can I get some feedback of how it was for the ones who missed it? I don't know why they missed it, but can I get some feedback from y'all about what you think about the masterclass? It was amazing. Not just talking about just the things that was taught. I'm also talking about the community. We are closing down our virtual selling 7-figure blueprint. We're closing that down tonight. Shout out to everyone who said yes to themselves and helping me coach them to their 6 figures and 7 figures. I'm so excited for that. For all you guys who say yes to yourself, I'm super excited. Do not go in 2024 without guidance and support. especially if you want to see a change from what happened in 2023, right? Do not if you want to see a change, if you want to get something different than what you've been getting, I highly suggest in taking advantage of the opportunity in being part of our 6-figure revenue experience membership, or our seventh, or our credibility cash flow intensive. Shout out to y'all for showing up all 4 days plus our bonus day. That was awesome. Don't just sleep on these knowledge. Make sure that you execute the knowledge. Make sure you execute. Don't just sleep on it. Don't create analysis paralysis. I'm just excited that you guys came. I'm grateful that you guys came. It just show the obedience and that you really want to make your business successful. Like when you put something out there, a link like a $17 a masterclass, and people say yes to it, paid for it, showed up, and literally getting information. Now it's time for you to do the work. I'm just want to tell you, I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Keep that same energy going in 2024. So I had to take a second to show all my participants some love for the virtual selling 7-figure freedom blueprint. We're going to close out the group tonight. And shout out again to everyone who say yes to themselves and moving on to our next level. I'm just excited, just super excited for y'all. All right, so let me dive in really quick about what we're talking about. Tonight, we're talking about enhancing your money-making skills in 2024. Enhancing your money-making skills in 2024. How many of you already know what your goal for 2024 is going to be? How many? I'm going to go through what that looks like, and then later on, I'm going to be sharing some another major announcement. So make sure you stick around to the end, because we're going to be sharing some major announcement. Okay. So don't miss that at all. And if you know somebody that's not on here that should be here, go ahead and tag them right now. Y'all already now business besties. They already met each other. So tag an ambitious woman in finance that you know need to be in the house that is not here right now. All right. So let me get into it. So how many of you already know what your goal is for 2024? If you know what your goal or what your expectation is when it comes to your business, this is a business goal, not personal, but business goal. What does that look like for you? What is your business revenue number? And be realistic. Okay. So if you never made $1 million yesterday, you're not going to make it tomorrow. Okay. Unless you win the lottery. So be realistic. What are you looking for? What are some goals that you set yourself up for? So write the vision, make it plain. Go ahead and tell us what your goals for 2024, and put that in the chat right now. Your goal for 2024, and put that in the chat right now. Let me go ahead and put do not disturb on my phone, because the texts are coming in. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. Alyssa, thank you. She said the very best, wonderful woman, so supportive. Thank you, Alyssa. You're so nice, Alyssa Bell. So nice. Thank you for being part of that program as well. So when we're setting our goal for any goal, when we're setting any goal that we have for ourselves, so let's say we're setting a financial goal, we first have, whenever I'm going to show you how I do it. This is how I was able to hit my first 6 figures, and then use that 6 figure to scale up to 7 figure, right? So I'm going to be kind of showing you that on how I map out my goal, and then you can take the information and then make sure you apply the information wherever it fits for your business. Is that okay? Give me a yes in chat if that's okay. I'm gonna take a sip of water. So today, if you're just joining us, we're talking about enhancing your money making skills for 2024. Because what people miss is levels of mastery, right? Levels of mastery. So we're gonna go over that and what that looked like in a few minutes. So let me just kind of set the framework for you. We are good at naturally just kind of throwing numbers out there, but we're really good at let me just throw some numbers out there, right? So my goal for 2024, let's say your goal for, let's keep it small. Let's say your goal for 2024 is to make 40,000 for the year, right? So that's your goal for 2024. You want to make 40,000 for the year. Now, if you're already on the master class, you already know I said we ain't doing no 40,000, but that's a different story, right? But this we're keeping the number small. So we have a goal when we got to know why we have that goal too. Like, see, this is a thing I never did. I never sat down and said, why do I want to make six figures? Why do I want to make 200K, 500K, right? Because I went from 101,000 and then I went to like 250,000. So I kind of like jumped really fast. So like 101,000, then we went to 250,000, then we went to 350,000, and then it just keep growing until we hit our seven figure. So my goal for the year is to make 4 million. That's my goal. that's my that's my goal. Right? Nothing small over here. Nothing small. There's nothing small. So the worst I can do is what, 2 million? Is that okay? Would you be okay with 2 million? So my goal is always big. Like we do big stuff. Our goal is like we do big stuff over here. My faith is big, baby. She's about your baby. Yeah, we're in the right room. Yes. So, but not everybody mindset or belief system is there yet. And if you haven't hit your seven figures, then you got to learn how to automatically keep making your six figures first and keep going it high so you can know. Like I said, I was making six figure, but I stick to six figure for a good 3 years because I didn't understand what I'm going to show you right now. And that's why I'm revealing it to you, because I didn't understand it. So when you have a revenue number, do you kind of know what your revenue number is? Do you kind of know what that number looks like for you and your family? That's something important for you to do, because y'all love doing vision boards and all that stuff. So that's a kind of important to know. So why do you have that number? So when I think of a business, I think of all the help that I have to hire. So I know how much it costs my cleaners to come to my house. I know what my mortgage is. I know my son has a tutor. And so there are different things that makes me operate a business. I have staff, right? We just hired another person. So we have several different people that support. We have support staff that support our premium clients. So they have support there. They have a tech person that support them. I have to pay for that. So when I think of the big picture, I got to know how much does all that cost, right? How much does my personal bills, my business bills, how much all of that costs on a yearly basis? On a yearly basis. So when you're putting a number out there, you truly have to put a number out there that you're setting yourself up, because you got to know what your expenses are. That's why I meet with my CPA and my bookkeeper every quarter, so we can know what our quarterly goals are, sometimes twice a quarter, right? So that's the first thing. So the first thing is, whatever your number is, why? Write that down. Why is it that number? Did you really take a second? Because I know the reason I'm saying that, because people are afraid to know that number. They have a fear of finding out what that number is that they need to be successful. So you could be saying, hey, I want to make 100K, where really your number is 250K. You, based on the lifestyle that you say you want to live. You could also have a fear of saying, hey, I want to make 250K when your number is $1 million. And that's how, for me, it's $1 million, just based on all the sponsorship I have to do, marketing I have to do, all of that. So it was not a premature number. It's a number based on, one, the lifestyle I want to live, and two, the to run the life that I desire. So I'm not doing everything by myself. So when you are really thinking about your number, and if you are, let's say you made 40K last year, your idea should say, okay, how can I double it? How can I make 80K? Right? How can I make 80K? So let's say you make 20K last year. Then how can I double it to 40K? And what does that look like? What does that look like for me to double it? So that's the first thing. So you have enough, because come hell or high water, my mama used to say, this is the number you need. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's kind of like when I was talking about our credibility cash flow intensive in Atlanta. And I said to you guys, all the things that we offer you, you're going to have to pay for it one day. Either you pay for it now or you pay for it later. You're going to have to pay for it. Right. So might as well get it the whole thing now or by piece, right? So that's the first step. So number one, the first step is really identifying your goal. Right. So this is your goal. Oh, my G is crazy. So this is your goal. So you have a goal that you're trying to get to. Now, if you have a goal that you're trying to get to, if your number is 40K and you have a goal that you're trying to get to, and you're like, okay, well, how am I going to do it without not spending any money? You're on the wrong live. How am I going to do it without not? I'm all about keeping the overhead costs low, but not freebie. You're not going to get this with freebie. You're not going to double. You're not going to two times your number with freebies. That's and thinking you're going to get all the stuff that you need, like free trial and free, all that stuff. So that's the first thing. So identifying your goal. How can I double what I made last year? Because clearly you making whatever you're making this year is evidence that you can make money. However you made it, whether it's on your job, whether you made it with commission, whether you had a side hustle, regardless of how you made it, the idea is you have proof that you are valuable and you can make money. And that's the first thing you want to reassure yourself, because you need some reassurance, right? I was thinking about this last night. I said there are two type of people. What's the difference between a 6-figure and 7-figure person? Yeah, I'm telling y'all gotta be in my private groups, because they get all this gem. They got this at 6 a.m. this morning. So 7 a.m. this morning. So y'all just getting this. And I said the difference between a 6K person, a 7K, a six-figure person, a 7-figure person. The difference between the two people is a 7-figure person has already proven results, because they have to make 7 figures before they can get to, they have to make 6 figures before they can even get to 7. So they have proven themselves. So they're not worried about, will this work? They're more worried about, how can I duplicate this and make this more? See the difference? A 6-figure person and under, it haven't had their proven results yet, so they're still walking by faith. So they took a lot of faith and sometimes issues that they don't have about themselves yet, because they're not walking with proven results. If a person's at 6-figure and trying to make 7-figure, clearly they have something, and I meet people who are already at the 6 figures. They just didn't know how they make it. They didn't have a strategy to say they can duplicate. They kind of make it. And when they went, like me, when I first made it, I went to my CPA and she was like, congratulations, you got paid Uncle Sam. That's all a different story in this. Congratulations, you got paid Uncle Sam. Like, oh, can I just celebrate for a minute before you tell me I got to pay Uncle Sam? So with that being said, that is the difference, that a person who's still under their 6-figure level, they still haven't, they don't think it's possible yet, because they're walking in what we're walking in unawareness yet. So therefore their challenge with a 7-figure person, they already have hit 6 figures. So they're just trying to scale it. So they're confident. They're more confident because they've done it. So let's put the 7-figure people aside for a second, and let's focus on our 6-figure people who are really trying to scale to that, from 5 figures to 6 figures, right? Do we have anyone in here trying to scale from 5 figures to 6 figures? I'm talking to you right now, right? Okay, so what does that look like? So you identify what that number is. You identify, how am I gonna move the angle in my business? How do I do that? So the first thing you do, you double it. You challenge yourself to go double what you did in 2023, even if you don't physically know what you did. That's a good start. Why? Because you've already proven to yourself that you made. So I don't care if you made 10K for the whole year. You've already proved that you can make 10K. So now the question is, how can I double that 10K that I made? How can I double that? Make sense? Yes, if that makes sense, right? So you set your goal. Once you set that financial goal and you're saying, okay, I want to double it, the second thing is for you to, this is so important. Because the next step, that's where people fall apart. That's where it separate the man from the boys, the girl from the woman. The second thing is, how do I show up as a person who made 80K? So if my goal was 40, right? I'm doubling it. How do I now show up as the person that makes 80K? And that's for a year. Now, how do I show up? That's a first step in enhancing your money making skills. How do I show up as that person? Right? How do I show up as that person? That's the first thing. Notice we didn't say anything about strategy. How do I show up as that person? So you whatever your goal is this year, you're gonna times it by 2. Then you're gonna say, okay, I want to make 80K because you times it by 2. Now, what is the first step? The first step is, how do I show up as that person? Because the brain that got you, listen up, the brain, and tag somebody that need to be here that is not here. The brain that got you to 40K cannot be the brain that got you to 80K. Drop mic. The brain that got you to 40K 40,000 cannot be the brain that got you to 80,000. Right? So it's so important to understand that you cannot be thinking with that type of brain when you're talking about enhancing your money skills. I hope you get that, because that was so good. That was so good. So if I said I want to show up as a new person, I want to show up now as a new person. Where's all my markers when I need them? If I want to show up as a new person, I want to show up as that new person that now makes 80K. I'm not showing up as her anymore. I'm showing up as my 80K person, right? Because if I show up as my 40,000 person, that 40,000 person will only make me make 40,000 again. Because I am what I believe about myself. I am what I believe about myself. So once I double my number, I now have to take on a new spiritual identity. That's number 2. So number 1 was setting your financial goal. Number 2 is taking on your spiritual identity. Why do you need to do that? Because in going down, mapping this out, you're going to have to make decisions from a new identity. And some people are not conditioned to do that. So you have been conditioned to make a certain amount. And now when we raise the bar, you're not conditioned to make that amount in your brain. You have not been conditioned mentally. So now that's why you remember when people, when people win the lottery and then a year later they don't have that money because their brain and mind and their identity have not been conditioned for that amount of money. So they lose it all the time because you're not used to it. So how do we get around that? So you have to create your own spiritual identity. Now, if you came to the challenge, Ryan, you missed the challenge. That's why you're asking me that question. If you came to the challenge, you know what our spiritual identity is. We talk all about, I'm trying to tell y'all how y'all missing $17 challenge. It's so good. This is like a replay. Okay. But don't worry, I got you, Ryan. You know you're my favorite. So the spiritual identity is who you believe you are and whose you are. So you have to believe that there's a power greater than yourself. You have to believe that there's a power greater than yourself that's downloading the resource and the map and everything you need and the person you need to go to for guidance. Let's say that. For downloading everything that you need. So you have to walk in the I love you, Ryan. It's too funny. So you have to walk in the spiritual identity because it's not by your strength. Because by a human flesh, we get weak, we get tired, we get frustrated, we get insecure, We lack confidence. So that's why we know, number two, you have to take on that spiritual identity when you're talking about doubling your income for 2024. When you're talking about enhancing your money making skills. Notice I didn't even start strategy yet. Because if you don't understand this dynamic, it doesn't matter what I say next. So you first have to take on that identity. So a $40,000 brain is not the same as an $80,000 brain. A person who make $2 million or seven figures does not think like the person who make eight figures. And a person who makes six figures does not think like a person who makes seven figures. There's a different way and thought of thinking that you have to take on when you increase when you're thinking about increasing your revenue goal, right? So this is so good. This is so good. So you got your spiritual identity, and we'll know if you have it based on when opportunity presents itself and the decisions you choose to make. So I have to go to myself and said, hey, will a $4 million person say no to this? Will a $4 million person say yes to this? Will a six-figure person say yes to this? Will a six-figure? You cannot base your decision on what your bank account look like now, because that's not your goal. Whatever is in your bank account, that's not the goal you set for yourself. Because if you set that goal for yourself, then why are you setting a goal? You already achieved that goal. So you have to always put on the hat. If you're a king, you put on the crown. If you're a queen, you put on your crown of a person who make whatever your income number is. And then you got to seek guidance. Seek guidance. You got to seek guidance from your, because you get spiritual download. Okay, God, my goal is to make 80,000 by 2024, to double what I made in 2023. How do I need to do this? Lord, I seek guidance for you. I want to know, what do I need to do? Right? And that's the first thing. So you always seeking guidance. You're seeking evidence of what you asking for. Ask and it shall be given. So you'll see. I cannot tell you how many times I'm doing something and I need a part to the thing I'm doing on a launch, and somebody will show up with a part that I need. I'm like, yeah, that's what I needed. right there. So, okay. So now you got the spiritual guidance. Now we got to get the principle, right? What is the principle? So we got our spiritual guidance. Now we got to get the principle, number 3. And if you took my masterclass, what is principle? Put that in chat. What is the principle that we talk about inside our masterclass? I'm just trying to make sure that you are paying attention. So what is the principle? What is the word? What does principle mean? We got spiritual guidance, and spiritual guidance also means I identifying who I am. I am a person that makes 80K per year, whatever that is for you. I am that person. And you got to tell yourself, you're not just telling yourself, but you got to walk, talk, dress, move, like everything like that person. Like that person. Oh, somebody was listening. Alyssa, you took good notes. Give it up for Alyssa, y'all. Yes, she got it right. Yes, Alyssa. Give her some love in the chat. So, yes. So your spiritual identity is now you're putting on a new armor of the person who made the new money that you say you want to make. So every decision you make from here on out is going to be from that person. Not from your existing person, because you're not trying to stay at your existing self. That's the problem you're having. Some of y'all having right now. Y'all are saying no to things and because making decision of what your current bank account look like, or your current state of mind is, or your current situation is. And I'm trying to tell you that you got to set your goal higher, because who going business to stay where they are? So you got to set your goal higher and then believe higher, think higher. Be a high value thinker. And when you believe higher, think higher, that means all decisions surrounding your business has to come from her. But let's be clear. It has to come from the you in you. There's a deeper you in you. It has to come from that person, right? So that's just spiritual. Then you have the principle, which Alyssa got right. The principle is it don't change. It has to be true. So true, y'all. It has to be true. So now we're talking about principle. Principle is like law of motion, stay in motion until it's a force is acted upon. That's a principle, right? Principle means if you call 200 people, you're going to get a 30% close. It's a principle. Right? It's the truth. You can't call 200 people and not get one appointment. That don't make no sense. Right? So now we're going from principle. Now the principle is now the principle. How do I make 80,000? So now we're looking at just numbers, not strategy. How much people, because it's logic, how much people do I need to interact with? How much lead magnet do I need? How much leads do I need to come in per day to hit that goal? Right? Because we already know if the principle is true, if we have certain amount of number that come to your website, there's a 30% chance that they will buy whatever you have if you're an e-commerce business. So if you have a certain amount of number that's coming in on your email list and you have a strategy to close them, you will do fine. So you see, are you getting, thank you, Dolores, you're reverse engineering that. It didn't even take a spiritual identity. It's principle. It has to be true. Did I know I was going to close people? Yeah. It depends. Yeah. It's numbers. It's numbers. And I know y'all downline, upline has taught y'all that call 200 people a day. That's the reason why they do that, because the principle states that based on how many people you interact with, you're going to have this amount of close. You don't have to be perfect. You can be worse at communicating and still get your goal. So now you got to, are we clear on that? Are we clear on that? I want to make sure we clear on that. So Nikki said her number is if she interact with 10 people, right? Let's go with Nikki number. Are we clear on what principle is? Because if the principle is right, it's not by chance you're successful. If you understand how principle works, you will also understand consistent cash flow, because it's a numbers game, right? So Nikki said her number is 10. If she talked to 10 people, 10 calls a week, and she sit 6 people. What's the 631, Nikki? And she see 3 people, she'll close 1, right? So if your sale, I don't know what your commission is. So let's say your commission is $500, right? Let's say if commission is $500, that's how much people one commission is going to give you. I'm just making up numbers, y'all. I'm just making up numbers, right? I'm just making up numbers because you're trying to figure out if the principle is correct. I'm just making up numbers, right? Nikki, I was trying to figure out what's the 10631. I was trying to figure out what that was, just FYI. But let me do the numbers. What did I say? I said 80. All right, you're going to divide that by 500. So you need to see 160 people for the year to hit 80,000. You need to make 160 sales if your commission is 500, or if you're selling something for 500. Y'all see that? Oh, 10 contacts, 6 apps. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I got it. 3 show up, 1 close. Okay, so you need to close 160 people to make your 80 sales, right? If your commission that you get, this is why it's so important to figure out what is the niche thing you want to sell, so you can know exactly what you're expecting your commission to be. right? So again, we're just talking about principle. We're getting ready to go into strategy because we're kind of touching on strategy. But the idea is principle says all I need to know is if I get 10 people and I have 6 apps and 3 show up, I'm gonna close one. I'm gonna close one. Do you realize how powerful principle is? Like it has to be true. Like there's just no way around it. So what you're saying is if I introduce you to 50 people, out of that 50, you're gonna close 3. I'm just making up stuff. I went low, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you understand the way how principles work, because it has to be true, then you know, right? You just have to know what is your whatever that thing is that you're selling, what is the cost of that, whether it's in a commission form or a product form, and then divide that by what your goal is. So in this case, we needed it was 80,000 divide by 500 because I was just saying the commission was 500. That you need 160 sales. Now that's a lot, right? 160 for the year, right? So if 160 for the year and it's 12 months in a year, and not everybody gonna work all 12 months. Let's be clear on that. 160 divided by 12. Okay, so that would be 13. That would be 13 sales per month. So you need 13 sales per month. You see how we did that? You see how we did that? We're talking about money making skills. So we need 13 sales per month at 500 to make our 80,000. Got it in the chat if you got it so we can move on. This is how you enhance your money making skills for 2024. This is how you enhance your money making skills for 2024. Got it in the chat if you got it. My hair keep messing with me. All right. Got it in the chat so I can move on. These are, I don't care if it's Sam, Sally, Tom, Harry. This is the principle. If you do this per month, you get this. That's the principle. That's the principle. Step 1, know your goals. Step 2, know your identity of who you are. No, step 3, understand the principle. That means no matter who you are, if you do this, if you can do this, you get this. Doesn't matter. No matter what you do it in. Oh, y'all are sleeping on me. Y'all don't even get it. So the question now remains, what do I do to get those 13 sales? That's what you should be asking yourself. What do I do to get those 13 sales? So this is where strategy number 4 comes in. Oh, wrong one. So number 4 is strategy. This is where strategy number 4 comes in. Right? So we already know we need 13 sales a month to hit our goal. And there are months you're going to have ups and there are months you're going to have downs. So there are some months you're going to have 10 sales, and then another month you may have 2 more extra sales to make that up. All right, are you following me? Because this is so good. I don't think you putting down what I'm getting, what I'm putting down. It's so good. So now the question remains, what is the strategy that I need to use to enhance my money making skills so I can get my 13 sales? What is that strategy do I need to use? So the strategy is we got to figure out how much leads do we need to be producing per day to convert them into a sale. So Nikki already said she needed to connect with 10 people. So we know we need 10 people to connect with per day. 10 people to connect with per day. You see how easy that was? We know we need 10 people to connect with, because based on principle, out of those 10, I'm going to be, it's going to go down to one sale, and that will make me my 13. So I just need to connect with 10 people. So I need to come up with a model. I need to come up with a strategy that makes me those 10 in touch with those 10 people. So whether my strategy is posting a reel, whether my strategy is inviting them to a masterclass, whatever my strategy is inviting them to book a call with me, I got to figure out one strategy that I can use, right? And have a lead magnet. How are you? The question for that strategy is, how do I generate leads where I have 10 leads coming in per day? How do I create a lead magnet? How do I put my link in places that leads come in per day? How do I do that? Let me see how do I do that? That's what you're asking yourself. That's where the strategy come in. So in asking yourself this question, I'm going to see if I find one I can show you guys what I mean. All right. Let me see. This is what I mean by this, yeah. Alert. Yeah. I'm gonna show y'all an example what I mean. Okay, so you can't see it all, but you see this? You see that? You see the red? That's leads coming in per day. That's leads. You see that? That is leads coming in per day. Anywhere you see the red, that's leads coming in per day. That is leads coming in my phone, alerting me per day. So that's where we're gonna stop at, because I want to show you the idea now is to learn how to set up the leads. And of course, it's 42 minutes. I don't have 42 minutes to show you how to set up your leads using your CRM, using your lead magnet. That's where the next step comes in. I told you guys that we had a big announcement, because I want to work with you in getting clear on your strategy about having your 10 leads. Put 10 in the chat. Having your 10 leads that I just showed you, that I literally just showed you, our leads coming in per day. I want to show you how you can have the same thing too. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Let me say it again. Guaranteed. So I wanted to show y'all. Oh crap. So these are all leads. Anywhere you see that red dot, that's leads. That's all leads coming in per day. That's my alert that a new lead came in, a new lead came in, a new lead came in, a new lead came in. Right? And I want to show you a strategy. And I had to do it fast because I have people's phone numbers and stuff on here. So I didn't want to show that. But I want to help you with that. I want to help you generate 10 to 20 leads per day. So then you can take those leads and call them, because guess what? Notice I said the leads came in. I didn't say I called them, right? Notice I said the leads came in. So I want to help you create that model for that leads coming into your business. So here's what we're doing. I want to offer you the opportunity that I offer our ladies who took the virtual selling 7-figure challenge. I want to guarantee you to set you up to have 10 to 20 leads per day. How many people would like to have that amount of leads coming in per day. Put me in the chat if you want to have that. So when we did the challenge, there were some of you guys who I spoke to, and you said, Sherri, I really want to be able to build the foundation of my business, because your business is built on leads, no matter what the business is. If you're in taxes, if you're in real estate, if you're in insurance, if you sell e-commerce, no matter what it is, your business is built on leads. So when I talk to you guys, like, listen, I just want to get a foundation. I know I'm not ready for the 7 figures yet, but I want to get the foundation. So I want to give you the opportunity to help you set up your own business to have this results as well that I have in my business. I want to set your business up, because had I not set up the different strategy in my business to generate leads per day, I would not be where I am today. Nobody, anybody you follow, leads was what got them to where they are today. Having an email list, and we cleaned out our email list for 2024. So if you're not getting email from us, we literally did a whole email sweep to get fresh people in. People who've been dead and not responding to us. We just did a whole clean out, right? So we even had less leads, but they were more effective leads. So I want to invite you guys to be able to be part. Are we just rolling this out? We had 6 figures out before, but we're just rolling it out. We have a 6-figure revenue membership vault that we're rolling out. Here's how it's going to go. So I told you we had a big announcement. So starting January, we will not have our live video every Monday nights like we had before. Every week we had Monday night at 7, there was live training, right? I told you to tag your business bestie because they needed to hear this. So we will not be having our live training every Monday night like we did in 2023, 2022, 2021. We know our marketing work. We get leads on our autopilot, as you can see. So therefore, leads is not our issue. But I know that that is a foundation of your business, and that's what your struggle is, because right now you're paying third party to generate your leads for you because you just don't know how to do it. So what we're doing is we are inviting you. We want to invite you to be able to get a cost-effective way to learn how to generate. We guarantee, put my guarantee up there, I guarantee you 10 to 20 leads per, say it with you, per, say it again, per day, right? So we have, we just rolling out January 9th. We are rolling out our 6-figure revenue experience membership vault. So every second and fourth Monday night, we have a live Zoom call in helping you set your business up to generate leads. This is, if you're already making 7 figures, this is not for you. If you're already making 7 figures, this is not for you. I'm not talking to you. These are for the brand new people who are still learning how to grow their business, how to build a brand, how to generate leads. These are not for you. You're completely separate. But if you're struggling and trying to figure out how to have this results that I just showed you, if you're struggling in learning how to do that, how do I set up my Facebook page to generate these leads? How do I set up DMs on my Instagram to have them jump into my DMs in my Instagram to come on my email list? How do I do that? Right? What equipments do I need in order to do this? I want to help you to be able to generate 10 to 20 leads, so to put the money back in your pocket more than having to pay a third party for their leads, and it's cold leads and they don't know who you are and all that jazz. So if you're interested in working with me to generate your 10 to 20 leads per day inside our membership vault, all I want you to do is I need you to put leads in the chat, the word leads in the chat, and we'll drop you the link for our membership program. Our membership starts on January 9th. So we will not be here on Mondays on the 2nd and 4th, because baby, we will be over helping other people set up the foundation of their business to generate leads for other people to opt in, not them chasing them opt in. Our membership program is 500 deposit and 197 per month. We wanted to keep it super cost effective for people who are just starting out. 197 I think is super. That's that, trust me. And the cost is super simple. Now you don't get all the robust stuff like you got when we're talking about a credibility intensive weekend. That's completely different. But this is for the people who has not yet hit their 6 figures, and they're at the 5-figure-ish mark, and they're still learning how to generate leads on social media so they can grow their business and grow their email list using their brand. One of the things that you guys are doing, you're buying um someone say, is it different from Go High Level? Go High Level is where you, when the leads come in, that's where you house your leads. So the membership program, the Go High Level, you have to have a CRM, because where the leads are going to go. So there's no, it's like apples to oranges. Just FYI, I was trying to see who, to make sure I see who that was. Go High Level is I was trying to see if I could answer your question. Uh, Dolores, Go High Level is the CRM. It's not the strategy. Dolores, you already know this, girl. What are you talking about? You're already doing this. So, but the Go High Level is where the leads come in, but you got to have a strategy to get the leads in. You got to have a strategy to get the leads in. Go High Level just house the leads when you get there. The CRM just house the leads for you. But these are the people who are new to our space that want to learn. She said, right. I love you. These are the people who are new to our space that says, hey, I'm just starting out. I am lost. I don't know what to do. So I need you to help me. Tell me where I should post my links. Tell me what I should say on my reels. Tell me what I need to do. And I'm going to bring in my 7-figure and 6-figure friends to help you as well. So we'll have training on Monday and Wednesday on Zoom. Monday and Wednesday and Zoom. So we'll not be on here. So if you know that this is something you need, I need you to drop leads inside of the chat, because that's going to be our entire goal for 2023 for people who are under the 6-figure mark, right? It's $500 deposit, $197 a month. I think that's super cost effective. And you get 2 live trainings a month. Plus, as an added bonus, you also get a Netflix vault, I call it Netflix vault, of Pacific training in a Pacific niche. We've never offered this before. We had our 6-figure training, we just robusted a little bit more. So you get different videos that speak to a Pacific niche. We already have people sign up for this program, so we're just offering it to you guys as well. All right, we just literally like rolling out. First day's January 9th, so I will not be on anymore. That is a big announcement, because we want to make sure that you are profitable and your business is set up to generate leads. Just imagine what you're going to do with 11, 10, 20, 30 leads coming in per day. Can you just imagine what are the possibilities that you're going to do with those leads? Can you just imagine if you had a mind flood of leads coming into you like we do? You got to do what I did and start hiring people to get to them. Can't even reach my DM anymore. Nikki said consistent cash flow. Now, how much clients do you need to sell to put down a $500 deposit? Maybe 1 or 2, maybe based on your commission. So that is something that will definitely make back its money. So all you have to do is put leads inside of here, or you can DM me. I think I have Jasmine working on something for us for our ladies are going to Atlanta. So don't just DM me. Don't DM her. And Angel or myself will get back to you, because Angel don't took over my DM. But yeah. So starting January, we are changing up our Monday Night Live. We will have Dolores, you're already in this. So this is not something for you to take advantage of. If that's what you're asking me. So this is not something for you to take advantage of. So with that being said, if that's something you're interested in learning, guaranteed how to get 10 to 20 leads per week, guaranteed, right? So we're going to be diving deep inside of our trainings in helping you, and we have videos already for a specific niche. So if you need to know how to monetize your live videos, there's videos on that. If you need to know how to master your niche, there's a video on that. So there's different videos for, it's a Netflix style videos, but on top of that, you're also getting two support per month, live support per month in a specific area in your business, in growing your business. Is sounds good. So good. Yes, it is. Sounds so good. Because our goal at the end of the day is for you to be so profitable that you move into our premium offer. That's our goal, right? And there are so many people that wanted to move in. So I wanted to extend that. And we already have people sign up for it already. So we already have people sign up for our 6-figure revenue experience membership program. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I'm super, super excited. Because we added more people to our community. And if you're in this community and you are lost and you're like, you need help, well, this is your answer. Oh, help has arrived. Help has arrived. This is new. This is help has arrived. So we already got people signed up for it, and I want to offer it to you. And then, yeah. And here's another thing to it. Here's another added bonus that we add as well. If you sign up for this program, every masterclass and challenges that we have going forward in 2024, you get to come for free. So all the challenges, all the master classes, all the $27 classes, $17 classes that we offer you as being a part of our program, our community, and who have signed up and paid that you're ready for a transformation, you get to also come to all of the rest of the master classes that we held free of charge, as long as your membership is active. She said, shut the front door. Yeah, baby. We're not playing in 2024. We all about enhancing our money-making skills, honey. And you can't make money if you're in your business and not set up with a right foundation. What do you need? You need your money goal. You need your spiritual identity. You need your principle. You need a strategy. And that's where we come in with the strategy in helping you generate 10 to 20 leads per week. Okay. So tell me how much are you paying for a third party to generate leads for you? Tell me how much are you paying for branded leads of other influencers when you could have done it yourself? Shut the front door, right? It's more than payback for itself. Now listen, class starts January 9th, and we're going to wrap this up. So you got to make sure that you're in it to win it. Simply comment the word leads below, and then we'll send you over the link to sign up. All right. So you have your how to enhance your money making skills. And oh yeah, Nikki, yes. And girl, I love you. And they're not even guaranteed. And they're not even guaranteed. Isn't that crazy? Because they know, guess what? Listen, Linda. And I'm giving you guaranteed leads. Guaranteed. Okay. So, all right. So you have and the next one will say tactics, but tactics go with strategy. Tactics go with strategy. And tactics is just means strategy means you do step 1 and step 2. And then tactics is what do you do in the step 1? You move this over here and move this over there. So when you're enhancing your money making skills in 2024, you need to understand your spiritual identity. I'm sorry, you need to understand your money goal. Then you understand your spiritual identity to take on the belief system and mindset to say, yes, I can do it. then you got to understand what is the principle behind this. What is a guaranteed principle? Because if the principle is true, is it true if I talk to 10 people that I'm going to have one sale? If it's true, then you know you need to figure out a strategy that allow you to talk to 10 people, right? And then the tactics that comes with it. Because what happened when people are learning from strategy, and then you're missing the principle. And because you're missing the principle and the spirituality, you get off track because you start imposter syndrome, doubt start happening because you're out of alignment with the identity of the person who make the amount of money you say you want to make. And it just become a big circle. So that is what I want to invite you to. I'm super excited to roll this out in January 2024. 6-figure revenue experience membership vault. Where my Ryan at? Ryan, did you go? Because this is for you too. This is for you too. So this is a membership vault. And and you can cancel it anytime. Not your deposit. Your deposit is not refundable because we immediately give you access to our vault, but you can cancel the $197 per month at any time as long as we know within 7 days in advance. So guess what? We guarantee everything already. So yes, so as soon as you sign up, you get access to our master classes that's with our intellectual properties, and say, hey, do I like this? Do I not like this? And yeah, that's it, y'all. That is a present for 2024, helping you generate your lead, helping you with your email list, helping you with lead magnet. I'm excited. Super, super excited. Yeah, there. Let me see. YouTube is coming up in the house. YouTube is in the house. I love how y'all tune in from Facebook. Y'all tune in from YouTube. All right, y'all. That's all I got for y'all tonight. Make sure you hit drop lead or make sure you DM me. It's your girl, Sherri Summer Bell. Have an amazing night. Talk to you later.